Infernal Shrines! Okay, everybody, let's go! We got the Bang Bush today against Inting for Ruby, so another best of 2 match here at the Masters Clash. And yes, best of 2. If you don't know that system yet, then you're a little bit late to the party, but I'll explain it anyways. So we are down to the final 8 teams, and they're playing around robin. Best of 2s, you win both of the maps, you get 3 points. You only win one of the maps, you win on 1 point, and your opponent does 2. And if you don't win a map, you don't get anything. So, yeah. We're pretty much at the end of that round robin already, so we're heading into the last day, and we're currently just looking which team can establish themselves within the top 3, since the top 3 move on to the offline final in Paris right away. And then a 4th team will be determined through a gauntlet. And as we're heading into the draft here, we got the Bang Bush banning out Vala immediately. Obviously, lately we had Inting for Ruby with a pretty big... they really like to play their Vala, but normally they also like to play UTHER as a main tank. Fish in particular has been doing that over and over again, so I could have also seen him being banned out. He had just a couple of target bans against the opponent's team, so that is still an option for the red team to lock UTHER in. And yeah, for the replays the other day, I actually turned the colors around, so I went into red, and obviously I forgot to change it again. I already predicted that would happen, but of course it did, so now we have an we're gonna have an orange overlay and actual red colors here. It's a weird topic, honestly. Like, I talked about it a bit on Twitch already, so if you're watching this on YouTube, then that's one thing. But I have not met anybody yet in any of my streams, no matter what game it was, that told me, hey, dude, I really need that colorblind mode, or I cannot enjoy the games. There's our UTHER, by the way, as predicted. I never had that, not even once, and we talked a little bit about it in Twitch chat too, and everybody was just saying like, yeah, I hate the orange is stupid, I want the red, and I've never seen anybody that was complaining about it either. So I'm not quite sure if this is a problem or a solution without a problem, or if that's really affecting some people to an extent that it's a massive issue. And also I have no clue, honestly, how big that problem is, if it exists in that case, but yeah. So either way, it's a little bit of a weird one. And this is, by the way, the only tournament that I know that does that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure HGC didn't do that either. So yeah, nobody that I actually know runs this outside of the Masters Clash. But yeah, anyway, so we got Sylvanas now for Bishops. His Hanzo is obviously banned out, so now he goes back to Sylvanas here in Shrines. We have Blaze taken 2, and they even got Lucio. And Tai apparently on Lucio right now. I think that's just such a waste. He's been playing a lot more support and has been role swapping a bit, but I want him on a Tracer, I want him on a Zeratul, I want him on a Vala. Every time I see Tai picking a support, I'm just sitting there and I'm a little bit sad inside. But the KERRIGAN UTHER combo that we've now seen from Inting for Ruby, that's something that they actually started into multiple games with already. So yeah, went for that. Now let's see what else they're gonna get here. Okay, so they're a little bit hesitant given how quickly they locked in their first double pick. This one seems to be more difficult for them. Maybe the ban that we saw on Stuka was a bit of a problem. Samuro again. Alright, so they're gonna go for Samuro again, and we get Ana together with it, so a bit of a nano boost happening, I would assume. And then it's Samuro on the side lane. Didn't really work all that well against the Hardos when they were trying to do to be fair, it wasn't really a similar tactic. They had a Cho'Gall in there too, so yeah, not quite the same. But yeah, Samuro, we'll see if it works out. Is it going to be the Glorung special on level 10, or are we going to get some mirror images? Jojo, even more wave clear on those shrines, and then Mephisto to boot, so that's a lot of damage that they can throw out there. With the final pick in draft number 1 being for Galnagul. No. Yeah, they're hesitating here. I mean, boys, you need a little bit more damage. Not quite sure how to tell you that, but you don't have a range damage dealer yet. Not really. So, Ana can pew a little bit, but you need somebody. Oh, Witch Doctor time! Alright. We got the Nazebo in the house. Okay, guys, Infernal Shrines, map number 1. Let's go. Inting for Ruby against the Bang Bush. Game on! The Bang Bush, everybody! On Infernal Shrines with Swamp Grotta on Blaze Lauber playing Jojo. We got Bishops on Sylvanas, Skok on Mephisto, and Tai is playing Lucio. On the right side of the map for the red team, we got Nox on Ana, Galnagul now on Nazebo, going full spiders here. With a Soaking on Samuro. We got Fish playing UTHER, And KERRIGAN is played by Mindtalk. Alright, so already Sylvana's moving towards the top slowly and starting to do her thing here. Yeah, trying to sneak one of those towers. The rest of the team is also moving in, but Soaking is here, so they will have to go through him first, which I would assume we are still happy to do, but at least some damage will be done. Yeah, with the Zeebo in the game, late game is your friend as usual. So what you really want to do is you want to make sure that he's going to get his stacks together, completes that baseline, and then murders the late game. If you get to that point, you are in a neat spot. But, well, first and foremost, you gotta get there. And that is easier said than done, especially when you're struggling on the objective and your opponent is just absolutely crushing that. So we'll see what they can actually do with this. But either way, top side, already a bit of damage is being done here towards the gate, as you can see. But the one-on-one lane has been established now. Down here, seems like Mindtalk is in trouble. And KERRIGAN is down. Not enough leg training. Apparently today she can't carry again. Usually what happens is KERRIGAN, she puts on the big backpack and then she's just lifting the team, carrying them hard on those legs of hers. But for that, you gotta go to the gym and make sure that you don't skip a leg day. And apparently she hasn't put the work in. And it shows in a situation like this. Okay, so we already have a couple of the camps targeted after the 1 minute mark. Zeebo is sitting at 11 stacks, gets a couple of spiders in here as well, but Gonna gets slightly bullet around here. For him it would of course be ideal if he could just like move around, and even moves back here. I honestly thought that he would at least throw a few abilities into those and try and get some together, but not really. And yep, either way, we got for now Fish, Nox and Mindtalk doing their thing down here. Getting at least one camp for the red team, but there's still a third up at the bottom of the map. Level 4 ability is already kicking in, and Samuro is dead at the top, and that's bad news, because he was the only one on lane, and now we have 3 heroes starting to take that gate down, and KERRIGAN is a bit late to the party. She arrives as one of the towers is already destroyed, and the gate is also down. The combo easily dodged, but the stun, KERRIGAN can't dodge out on that, so she's already losing HP as the entire wall is gonzo. And that's good start for the blue team. Another combo that misses here. Easily dodged as well. So there it is. We have them now in the middle. Still doing their thing too. Tai. Having a Lucio in the game is always so annoying because he speeds every single rotation up. And it's so easy to get caught with your pants down if something like that happens. So we get more spiders here with the hex crawlers. The first objective is up too. It's only the blue team that is taking their camp, by the way, and that already worries me a bit because on the macro level it seems that right from the start the bang bush is a bit ahead of the red team. So we don't see any attempt of Inting for Ruby to go for their own shaman camp, which means the top side could be a bit in trouble, or they have to give up the objective, which is also an issue. Again, with Zeebo, you're trying to at least buy time. Everybody's focusing on this, with the exception of the Witch Doctor, who's currently at the bottom of the map, getting a few more stacks together, sitting at 36 now. And they are trailing far behind already on the objective. I mean, 22 stacks against 8, so it doesn't really look too good for them on the first one. Won't hit the early level 7 either, so even there the blue team is slightly ahead of them. And with 31 now, they're trying to get a kill. That's the only thing that could potentially turn it around. Tai is also zipping in. Oh, gets stunned and is in trouble. And still makes it out as the team is about to lock in the first Punisher. Yep, there we go. Mephisto is in the house. Level 7 for both of the teams. And with Mephisto... Oh, first of all, I was just about to say, with Mephisto now pushing through the middle of the map, this is gonna likely do a whole lot of damage and make it difficult for them to defend. But then looking at the top, it's even worse because Soak is in real trouble. Ana's a bit far away, but a nice sleep dart against 2 saves Samuro. I just don't think that they can save that fort. And that's also in part because of the camp that was taken earlier, as already mentioned. So that already paid off quite easily. And in the middle of the map, the wall is destroyed. KERRIGAN is also not looking too good here. Queen of Blades, not so much. Ragdoll gets bodied around a bit, and they're going for the next potential hit. Tai skating along the lines here, but Sylvanas has now started to focus onto the mid lane with the rest of the team, and that means that they get some extra damage on that fort. 55 stacks for now. And, well, down to the bottom. The camps are all up again. So they can now try and go for a few more Khazras. And then just simply do their thing here. And they're already on it. So, we'll see. Oh, there it is. The first kill for Inting for Ruby. KERRIGAN and Ana working in tandem for this one. The Witch Doctor also with a nice block. They're trying to go for Mephisto. Ah, if KERRIGAN could have landed another combo there. Cooldowns are a bitch, aren't they? But look at that, the layup from Ana. And Mindtalk just can't miss that one. But Svamkrota still gets out. But at least the Hex build is completed. So we have full-on Spider setup. Oh, I like it, I like it, I like it. And he has to get out. Oh, Soaking was so close to get the kill on Blaze. I mean, it was one hit that was missing. That was all there was to it. Yeah, Fish UTHER with this mad wave clear is currently trying to deal with the mid lane. Limited success, as you might have already guessed, but at least for the time being, they're holding onto the fort. So, not too shabby. The cams are getting farmed though. Now we got the Durance of Hate, but as you might have realized already, both of the teams hit their level 10 at the same time. The Witch Doctor in trouble! And is like getting away here. Didn't go for Gary the Gargantuan, by the way. Instead we're getting the Ravenous Spirit again. Oh, Lauba! And he might get away. And he does get away. Ah, that jet propulsion on KERRIGAN stopped her. She would have loved to flank in quickly. On level 10 we have the Glorang special with the Blade Storm. Just don't do it against Wooby. That doesn't end well. And Lauba and his boys pausing their game. So, not really sure if somebody dropped there. It honestly doesn't seem like it. Seems like everybody is still in game. So, maybe the usual problems with voice. But either way, let's take a bit of a look at the damage numbers here too. Now, first of all, up at the top, obviously, Catapult's already starting to push. At a 6-minute, 7-minute mark, that doesn't really make a difference. So, you're not going to be in too much trouble. But as time continues and the Catapult scale, that is, of course, going to be a problem. Especially since so far it's been only one team that regularly takes their Shaman camp, whereas the red team, if I'm not mistaken, hasn't taken theirs once yet. We got Nazebo with 13,000 damage already. He's, of course, the big hope for the late game, especially once that they're starting with a nano boost on Galnagulnar. So that could really do work. And he's not too far behind of Sylvanas either. Sylvanas is sitting at 16,000, which is currently the top number in the game. We have the 2 kills against KERRIGAN. But just generally speaking, there's still a lot of wiggle room for Nazebo. So, Nazebo has a lot of stuff that will assist him later. Now, we have him at 73 stacks. Voodoo Ritual is, of course, one of the biggest here. But you have a Divine Shield that you can use to save him. There's the option for him to go into the Ice Block later. And on top of that, we got the Nano Boost. So there's a lot that can really be used here for the Nazebo basket. And that will help in the late game enormously. Now, the question is always, can you go to the late game? Because we already have the wall down here attacked and pretty much destroyed. In the middle, the fort is also about to go down. The good news is that the red team still has level 10 and the same experience. And as you can see, it's mainly because of their minion experience. Because in mercenary experience and hero experience, the blue team has pulled heavily ahead, also in structural experience. So it's really just them having heroes on those side lanes continuously that helps them to keep in XP range. But this is such an important thing when you're fighting or when you're trying to fight even talent battles. But eventually, you have to also take some of the structures down, or at least be a bit more diligent around your own mercenaries. And that is something that they definitely have to do, and have to do it soon. So, well, there's that. But then again, we'll see. With level 10, the dynamic oftentimes shifts a little bit. And obviously, as we're looking at level 10 abilities, we've mainly focused on what the red team brings to the table. But on the other... Tai! And he's dead. Nice! Wow! All of a sudden, and Bishops... Oh, he gets away. And that's a lot thanks to Lauba. With that condemn, that saved her. Seems like Samuro is still trying to go for Sylvanas. He can't get her, right? No, but he can definitely still piss them off a little bit. So they're annoying them. They're annoying them a lot. But they're also leaving the top lane alone. That's a bit of a problem, because Van Grota is just sitting here, lol, 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 and is just doing his thing, and it's like, well, if you don't really focus on anything here, your problem. Camp taken again by the blue team, guys. Again, macro matters. That's super important, and currently we're not seeing any from Inting for Ruby. In the long run, that's going to be a problem, and a big one at that. Now, the good news is that Nazeebo is stacking well. He is at 100 stacks now. We are at level 12. He still has plenty of time to deal with the situation. Now, with 30 stacks already through their name, the push at the bot lane is pushing this further for the Bang Bush. They are winning macro on every single angle here. Yeah, they're destroying another fort at the bottom of the map now. Now they're going for keep. And we are only at level 12, level 13. So there's still 7 levels to bridge if you're hoping for Nazeebo to turn things around in the late game. So this is the one thing that really concerns me quite a bit now. There needs to be more kills for Inting for Ruby, a few more plays. Now Samuro gets killed too. That's a bit of a Sudoku move that we just saw there from Soaking. Comes in and commits Honorable Subaru against them. Whereas top side, we have now 4 kills to 2, the wall destroyed. Now granted, the Punisher before the 10-minute mark is not gonna rock your world here, but he's going to do some damage on the keep. As in the middle of the map. Yeah, they might get a kill here. They're trying. There's the combo. Divine Shield. And no, again. They're missing out on these kills over and over again. Lauber still alive. First it was Sylvanas earlier. Now it's Lauber, and they're just barely saving them. Great for the blue team, of course, but definitely a problem for Inting for Ruby, as they are trying to somehow turn this around. Big jump for Blaze. KERRIGAN, look at her. Hoppity hop like a rabbit. And she gets 1, she gets 2. Well done. And they get a 3rd as well. Okay, now we're talking. The Bang Bush might have a bit of a problem here. Topside keep is low, but there's another kill as Mephisto falls, and that leaves Ty as the only survivor here. Guys, this is a big, big push now for the red team. Let's check that one out. Look at KERRIGAN here. KERRIGAN jumping in deep for the kill against Blaze. And then she gets the second one. Had the nano boost here too. That was pretty strong. So now we have them in the lead in experience. Nazeebo is still looking Gucci. And of course, that also catapulted them forward a bit. Not only in regards to map control, but also in experience towards level 20. Now, they still need to take some structures down. But they're also forcing another bunker out of Blaze. And are looking for a kill. There's the attack against Ana though. And that was a nice move by the Bang Bush. They kill KERRIGAN too. Not happy with the outcome of the last fight. So they're trying to turn it quickly. And they are able to pull it off. But there's level 16 now. A couple more spiders for Galdigulnaz and Nazeebo. He is sitting at 23,000 damage. But he's going to die now. Yeah, he can delay it slightly, but he is gonna fall for sure. Especially now the slow has hit him. So a couple more spiders coming in, boosting the numbers, and ooh, nearly killing bishops here. Not too shabby. If not for Ty, that would have been a kill. Not a single fort destroyed yet on the blue team, so that's another problem. That's one where they gotta pull something off here. We got the push straight up through the top lane now. Finally, they're taking their camp, by the way. But it's 16 versus 16, so as long as you can somehow keep hold of those keeps, you're gonna be in an okay spot to reach the late game. The spider colony is in, and right now it's really mostly about them trying to make the play with Nazeebo. But you have to survive for another 3 level. And winning a team fight like this is the first step. KERRIGAN with the Maelstrom, getting the kill against Sylvanas, and they're of course gonna try and go a little bit deeper on this one. So far, not a lot of ults have been used for this. But while Nazeebo is dealing with the mid lane and getting a few more stacks, we have also some structures being assaulted at the top by Soaking. He escorts the camp in. Blaze will eventually move topside, I would assume. But now they are doing fairly well. Down here, though, ooh, the fish in trouble. But the fight continues. The Divine Shield is out. Samura is gonna get that top fort, by the way. Yeah, but here comes the Torrents of Fate and Mephisto with a kill on UTHER. 8 kills to 7. Nazeebo is now in the battle for the shrine. And, well, that little cancer boy up there is going to play a bit of Rat Dota with them as he's trying to go for the keep directly. Now, Sylvanas is back to business and he's pretty much saying, not on my watch. So he's trying to deal with this. But this is a pretty important objective, because this could be the first keep of the game if the blue team wins it. But the fight is very interesting for sure. KERRIGAN with a good combo could ruin the day of the Bang Bush. And they are a little bit ahead there still. And look who's joining the battle. It's Samuro, it's the Blade Master. And they're trying to go for Svampgarota in the back. Nazeebo though, with the ice block, he's in trouble regardless. And he is dead. Yeah, and you can't stack while you're dead. Little pro tip, if you want to prevent your opponent from stacking, just kill him. So yeah, he's 132 stacks. Only 2 levels, so our boy is slacking a little bit. But Sylvanas already moved away. And guys, this is a problem. That keep is... Okay, Blaze is here now. I was just about to say that keep is gone, but no, he should be able to save it. Or maybe not, because look who's coming! Yeah, but he gets stunned right away, so it seems like they are going to be able to save this for now, or are they? Lucio is down. Jesus, another kill against Tai. Great plays by Mindhawk. Guys, he's playing a fantastic game. Yes, KERRIGAN has died 3 times, but she not only has top damage in the game right now, but also delivered a lot of super important kills to them. So this is huge, despite the fact that they're losing UTHER here. This is kind of wild. Top keep is low. Oh, that was a good stun. That Punisher wants to have a piece of the action. Ah, they killed both. No! They should have just moved away after they killed Lucio. Now they're gonna lose that keep regardless. Level 20 for the Bang Bush. Ah, that is a shame. That looked so good initially after Lucio was killed, but now they're struggling again. And Galgulnar, that old slacker. Look at him, 134 stacks. That's not enough, buddy. Yeah, Blaze is going for Samuro. Keep is falling. They just need to make sure that the core doesn't fall. That's the main thing here. Yeah, so there we go. They're starting to make their way over, of course, now to the rest of the structures. I assume they're going to try for the top keep too. But holy hell, yeah. Little move here in the middle. They need 35 stacks for Nazeebo. It's doable. Definitely doable. So he's getting there. But being a little bit more diligent early on would have allowed him to pick it up right away with level 20. Now either way, we have the first keep destroyed. There's a chance to take the top keep out too. Don't steal those minions away from our boy. 150, so he needs 25 more. We're getting there. 40,000 damage for Nazeebo, but the kill. Don't fight against them. They have level 20. Can't you guys count? You don't want to fight that fight. No, no, no. Don't do it. Nope. No. Get away. Lucio's dead. Don't force it. I mean, it's working for them now, but guys, that is a little bit risky. Now, to be fair, it worked out this time, but those are plays that you normally should really not make. Like, play a little bit patient. In this case, it worked, but I would argue that 8 out of 10 times, you are gonna run into a brick wall there. So getting the Lucio kill, good for you, but if that backfires, then you are toast. You lose the game right there just before Nazeebo has his level 20 ready. So that's always a bit dicey, especially since Samuro was already dead. But yeah, look at him. By the way, why the fuck Galgulnar? Are you kidding me? Annihilating Spirit? Really? Come on, bro. What? I mean, what? No. No, 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 no. I just called nope here. Nope. As good as that upgrade is, as much as I like that upgrade, but why on God's green earth would you not go into the Viral Infection there? What exactly is the argument? I mean, the power spike on Nazeebo over that is just crazy. Yes, of course that thing is super strong too. And now it's harder to get away from it and you have the increased range. But why on earth would you not go for the Viral Infection and just use that damage output that you got there? I honestly don't know what to do. Just why? Alright. I mean, they still can win this. Don't get me wrong. That is a good ult. It's a good upgrade. But I would still say that that's a bit of a mistake there. Now, either way, we'll see how much they can do with it. For now, it's actually Soaking just trying to get away here. And I assume they're going to get him eventually. Yes, there it is. So, the attempt at an escape, and of course the timing couldn't be worse because now the objective is coming up. But I really want to see how much value Khaldor now gets out of his level 20 upgrade, because I think that is a little bit of a waste here. 24 kills in total, and Inting for Ruby was looking pretty good. But, yep, there's the move. 4 versus 5. Obviously, from the get-go, it is an uphill battle. Bishop's just zipping around and targeting Nazeebo right away. 72,000 damage now for KERRIGAN, and boy does Mind Talk have to carry this battle now if they want to make a move. Yeah, started to come in instead with the Spirit, and oh yes, he destroyed the bunker. Great. Destroyed the bunker and he got stunned by Lauber. So that's the end of value on Nazeebo's side. Okay. Here comes the oh boy, the kill on Nazeebo. Yeah, that's what you deserve. Slap him around a little bit, whip him into shape, because again, like, that choice was definitely, yeah. Okay, UTHER's gonna be back. He's gonna come back to die again. Apparently he enjoys that. Samuro is dealing with the topsiders. They're losing another keep. I don't even know if they're going for the objective. I mean, they got 35. They could technically do it. It seems like Blaze is gonna pull it off, but they are gonna go for the core right now. Yeah, I really don't know what the thought process was here on the level 20 for Nazeebo. I'm not saying they would have won the game if they would have gone for it, but Vile Infection, if you're already at your stacks, why the hell wouldn't you go for it? In a fight like this, especially on a shrine, you do damage so much quicker. I question that choice heavily. Either way, seems like the Bang Bush is going to be able to lock in their first victory in this best of 2. Are looking really good right now. Only Samuro is alive and he's chasing Lucio a little bit, but that's about it. Another keep falls, and with nearly 30 kills in the game, actually we might get the 30 here, they're going for the core and they're taking that one down. That's game for sure. There's the Ravenous Spirit again. Gets immediately interrupted. I mean, there's multiple interrupts on the other side, so Khaldor now, that's a big F. That's the yellow card right there. We'll forgive you. But that game is lost. GG, Bang Bush with victory against Inting for Ruby on map number 1 here at the Masters Clash Infernal Shrines. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Okay, Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 2. We got the lead for the Bang Bush, everybody. I actually asked in the lobby, and I was like, why did you guys go for Spirit over Vile Infection on 20? And the answer that I got was, because it's better. Range, speed, and the healing reduction. I find that a very questionable statement, I'm going to be honest. Now, as already explained in the first game, I can absolutely see the value of the level 20 upgrade, but with that many interrupts on the other side, Spirit got 0 value on that game. I mean, they used it twice, I think, after that, and each time Nazeebo was instantly interrupted, and I believe that Vile Infection would have been way more powerful, especially for Infernal Shrines. But fair enough, their choice didn't really work out. Doesn't mean that they would have won the game with Vile Infection, obviously, but I still think that the power spike and the damage output that you get with it would have been better here. But, alright, they disagree, and well, maybe we're going to see another Nazeebo game. For now, we got Hanzo banned out. I mean, it's pretty much the same bans that we saw in game number 1. We're heading into Tomb, and of course, you want to get rid of Bishop's Hanzo. It's the first thing. And here comes Rhaegar. Alright. But yeah, we got Vala banned again. It's always a sad day when Vala gets banned. And another Lucio pick. This time it's Skog that's going for him. So apparently Tai is open for others. And yeah, UTHER KERRIGAN. I mean, they know what they want. And to be fair, it's also working for them, right? KERRIGAN died a couple of times. But it really looked good. KERRIGAN did a lot of damage. Got a lot of work done here. I could honestly see them banning Ana just to make sure that we're not seeing the same lineup again where you can get the nano boost for KERRIGAN. So, Sylvanas and Leo. So a little bit more wave clear now for the bottom. The janitor is in the house. And let's see if they ban Ana. Because Ana set not only a couple of kills up for Kerrigan when she had a sleep dart, but at the same time, we also had her, of course, providing the nano boost and getting a lot of heals out, so that's not a real bad hero for that composition. Yeah, Jojo gets banned. Doesn't shock me either way. Okay. Yeah, what do you ban now? Are we going to get an Ana ban? Are they focusing a little bit more on the side lane? Or what's the idea here? The main tank UTHER is already being played. Okay, they go for Stukov again. It's pretty much the same bans that we had on the last map for the blue team. Slight variations on the side of Inting for Ruby. But, well... I could definitely see an Ana pick again. There she is, and they go for Blaze this time. Alright, so Blaze is in. I kind of want them to pick Nazeebo again. Come on, just do it. Just pick Nazeebo and this time go Violent Faction. This time go for the Violent Faction here. Wouldn't it be funny if they would actually do it and then win the game? That would be pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see. And UTHER for a little bit more dive, also for the Cocoon obviously, and we get in addition to that Tigers and Ty and Tigers. Come on, give me the Witch Doctor. Do it again. It wasn't a bad game. I mean, again, we're talking Inting for Ruby against Bangbush, so there is a clear favorite here, but it wasn't really visible on the first map. Bangbush, they did well and they won the game, but Inting for Ruby fought back nicely, and I would love to see that again. So come on, give me the Witch Doctor once more. Let's check that one out.
I'm here to help.
Nope.
Alright, another boosted Jaina maybe. Can follow up on the stuns. Not quite the same thing though. Either way, Tomb of the Spider Queen everybody. Inting for Ruby against the Bangbush. Game on! With the lead in the series, the Bangbush is looking for the 2-0. On the left side, we got Svamgrotta on LEORIC, Bishops and Sylvanas. Skog is playing Lucio, Ty on Tychus, and Lauba with a Nubarak. On the right side of the map, Mind Talk with Kerrigan for Inting for Ruby. We got Fish on UTHER, Nox on Ana. Soaking is playing Blaze, and Galnagulna is playing Jaina. Okay. Tomb of the Spider Queen. You honestly gotta ask yourself, if this is Tomb of the Spider Queen, why are there so many wet beavers over here? Where are all the spiders? Like, what's happening? Like, seriously, it's really weird. So yeah, we're gonna see which team is gonna get the first set of wet beavers and what they can do with them. But outside of that... Ooh, we got a dash on level 1. Look at that! Alright, slight adjustments for Ty already, right from the get-go. Jaina is, of course, another one that we're going to watch out for. Has been popping up every now and then lately, but with limited success. And it's not really a meta pick. But, of course, she can still pack a punch. If you are getting the stuns properly chained, then you can easily come through with that. But, yeah, not a lot of Jaina plays these days. And usually she gets pretty easily exploited. Even when the top teams played her, it was like limited value. But at least in this case, they're getting a kill with her. So she offers obviously quite a bit. The problem is that she has trouble getting away when attacked. So, now we got 1 kill, 2-0. And time to shine. On the right side, a little bit of scouting going on as they're coming in. And there's the counter kill. No, not even the counter kill, it's the second kill. Sorry, my bad. A bit of structural damage has been done, but Lucio is now dead too. They're gonna try for another one. Yep. Alright, let's go. Top side. Mind Talk, keeping the lane at bay. We don't have a lot of stacking going on, honestly. I mean, the baseline for Jaina is obviously an important one, since you want to make sure that you get the ice block as quickly as possible. But either way. Already a turn in. And off we go. 8 gems delivered. Ooh. I like the threat of Kerrigan. Sometimes you don't even have to land your combo. You can just go for a zoning combo. Does anybody still know what a Nomi Stormbolt is? Boy, old school. Anyways, Arcane Intellect on level 4 now. They're already dancing around the bot lane a bit, always looking for that Sylvana's value by pushing her to the side lane and trying to get some damage in. And, well, at the same time, in the middle, we now have the camps clashing. Well, not really, one camp is there. And a little bit of counter damage possible with the camp over here on the left side, but they're looking for a lock. Oh, Tai barely made it out of the range of the spikes. That could have been a kill against Tychus, but they were able to get him out. Jaina's getting decent damage connected. She's sitting at 1,600 already on the baseline, so not too shabby. So slowly getting there. But either way, we already have the next hit for Lauber, and he's dead. A noob got wrecked. So, Lauber down. And that is kill number 3. 3 kills to 0. Inting for Ruby. Really fighting back at this point. I like it. Now, at the same time, of course, we're having them also looking for a turn-in. They want to get another set of red beavers here. I mean, just imagine if you're just collecting... If you are collecting time and time again gems to hail the Beaver Queen, and then all you get are a couple of shitty spiders, you would be really disappointed too. I'm not quite sure what happened on this map, if the spiders ate all the beavers. And I honestly also don't know who made the beavers wet, but still, there's not a lot of water around here either. It's a mystery. Like, this map has always been an enigma. Level 7 is in, and with that we're getting the Ice Flurs after initially was the Arcane Intellect. But we are at 48 stacks towards objective and number 1. 3 kills to 0. And here come the wet beavers. So, it's beaver time, everybody. Yeah. Oh, and it's time for a Nubarak to hightail it out of there. And that stun was perfect. If not for that, it would have been a huge problem. Okay, so, beavers on the way. A little bit wet behind the ears. But maybe they'll dry off. We'll see. And again, only fucking spiders. Kind of crazy. Spiders ate all the beavers. At least for April Fool's Day, we need to have the proper thingy back. The proper model. So, yeah. But either way, now that we're heading into the bot lane, it seems like Leo... Oh, yeah, but Jesus. Somebody got murdered. Nice. All those gems lost, and they're really just 5-manning pretty much the bot lane right now in an attempt to take the first fort down. And they're going also for Tai, who has 20 gems. So there it is. Yeah, 4 kills to 0. Guys, they're really pulling ahead now. If they are getting a bit more damage done with that first objective, then they can also try and go for a second turn, and especially if they're hitting the early level 10. And currently it looks more and more like they might be able to do exactly that. So, I like it. It's a very different game. It's very well played by Inting for Ruby. Now, the one... I mean, there's a bit of a caveat here too, and that little caveat is that a lot of these games start flipping quickly when we're heading into the mid and late game, and level 10 abilities are a thing, and you can just, like, execute your combos a bit more decisively. So, we'll see if Inting for Ruby can maintain that lead throughout that phase or not. They still have 32 gems, but the blue team is of course looking for a turn-in now, and is gonna get it because nobody is even trying to interrupt them. So, yep, there's the wet beavers coming through, and Mind Talk is alive, and Lauber is dead. Yeah, sounds about right. And the quest is completed. Jaina actually completes a level 1 quest, not the baseline, don't get too excited, but still. Mind Talk was hoping for another one, couldn't quite lock that in. Oh, yeah, Lucio. Also in trouble here. Alright. So, things are looking pretty decent for Inting for Ruby, since they now have level 10. That leads to an easy defense. Obviously, the Bang Bush. First of all, they're waiting for a Nubarak, who just is starting to move back. But Blaze just died. So Blaze falling at the bot lane with the gems that he's been holding is a bit of a problem. And that shouldn't have happened, considering that the red team had level 10 abilities already. He didn't even bunker up. So he was hit hard here by the stuns, as it seems. No bunker, no nothing. Yeah, now the fort is down, and they're coming in with the next little move here against Mind Talk in an attempt to take him down. So, there we go. 5 kills to 1, level 11 on both sides, and it is actually amazing that with the first objective, the blue team immediately takes down a fort. They took the bot fort down, So all of the advantages that we've been talking about for Inting for Ruby are starting to evaporate here. KERRIGAN is dead, so the kills keep coming in. They're looking for another one. Nice move. Good job by the supports keeping Jaina alive. But that doesn't change the fact that one structure has now been destroyed on the red team side, and they are moving into the mid lane to take the next one down. Of course, Sylvanas in a situation like this is absolutely fantastic. I mean, they're getting another kill. Jaina is down, and this is looking like an absolute snowball. Oof. I mean, they are taking fort number 2 already, which is nasty. Absolutely nasty. And you saw one of the biggest problems that Jaina had in action. Again, she doesn't have an escape tool. She can't really get away once that she's targeted. And with 2 supports even, they couldn't keep her alive. Now, once she completes her baseline, she at least has an ice block and can deal with that to an extent. But things are getting a bit tricky. She's fantastic if she's fully shielded and can only focus on the damage. But as we had more and more mobility creep with every single hero being released by Blizzard, she started to disappear from the meta, and for a reason. We had her then for quite some time for wombo combo still, but lately she is quite the odd pick out. Now either way, we have KERRIGAN, UTHER, Blaze. I mean, all of them are still looking at really nice CC chains that they can focus onto a single target. If they, for example, catch Lauba again or can go for Bishops, that would maybe give them another kill. Lauba died twice so far. Only one that hasn't died on the blue team is Tychus. They're getting a bit closer to turning some of the gems at least in. Soaking has delivered. So they have 16 in, but both teams have a potential turn in. Looking for another set of wet beavers. So here we go. Another little move over there as they go for Mind Talk. Careful. He's looking for the next combo, and they get Lauba again. Swamp Grotta is dead too. Oh boy, now we're talking. Oh yes. That fight dominated. Jaina on top damage now, and she's completed her baseline. So now we really are talking about survivability for her. She's in much better position now that she has her ice block. They were hoping to take down Skok on Lucio. Didn't really work out for them, but there's nothing to stop them any longer from turning in. Outside of Ty's grenade. But there's a turn-in also happening at the bottom, so Galnagulna is delivering another 12, and with some of the boys at the top also getting rid of their gems, we now have another objective coming into play for Inting for Ruby. And to be honest, they gotta do something with it, right? They have to at least deliver a bit. They have now level 14 against 14, 7 kills to 3. They haven't destroyed a fort yet, but both of them, the one in the middle and the bot lane, are already damaged, so that's a big chance to make a play here. And that's exactly what they gotta do. Focusing at the top a little bit. Still a defense at the bottom of the map. Mind Talk. Hobbity up from one to another. Why again? Blaze, seriously. Blaze is dead again. Top side, they need to at least do something here. In the middle of the map, seems like they might just be able to take that one down. Yeah, looking good. So one fort should fall. They should get 2 forts with this. So the first one in the middle is already gone. The one at the top has also been destroyed. Blaze dying, not good, but still they got value. They got 2 structures. Just need to make sure that they're not getting farmed right now. And here comes Lauba with the engage as they're looking for another play, which they can't quite pull off here. Yeah. But even the gate gets attacked a little bit. Bishops is I mean, again, a bit late, but still, they're fine. Alright, so as it stands, 4 kills to 7. And yeah, KERRIGAN getting attacked here again, looking for the combo. Mind Talk, careful. Now we have Epicenter too, so they can start to engage a little more aggressively here. And soon it's gonna become more dicey. Like, now that the map is starting to open up, distance to safety is more of a problem. So positioning for Galnagulna in particular with Jaina is gonna be really important here. Now he has obviously 2 supports behind him and also a front line that can help him out with the stuns against the opponent. But he's going to be a prime target together with Ana, particularly. I mean, UTHER too, to an extent at least. But Ana and Jaina are going to be likely the ones that are going to get focused the most. And here comes another set of web beavers, and we have siege giants at the bot lane, so at least for as long as they can keep them away from the bot lane, it's going to be nice. Yeah, Mind Talk gets attacked right away. Good catch with the Entomb, buys the web beavers at the bottom of the map also some time, and they are starting to try and take that thing down. But the push in the middle is now coming in too. And of course, they still have Sylvana, so there's that. But the defense isn't really too bad. That's where also Jaina is, by the way, real nice. Because she can just unleash all of her cooldowns on this and help with the defense a lot. So the wall gets opened up. The top fort will be lost. I mean, that was never in question. That was always a given. But yeah, off we go. We got a little bit of damage in the middle, more damage at the bottom. Not really the best objective, but they got something out of it. They got some value at least. And opening that bot lane up is also important so that they can later on try and take that keep down just a little bit faster, but still. Tigers is top damage in the game by now, 23,000 for him. Both teams are getting closer to another turn in. Particularly the blue team is only missing 8 gems before they can go technically for another turn in. And we have also a play for boss. And it seems like that hasn't really been sniffed out yet. So they're instead trying to make a play for soaking again at the bot lane. But there's only 2 heroes here. And they're trying to flank in right now. Yep, and the Will of the Forsaken is gonna save her. Even if they kill Leo, it's not really worth it. That's gonna be a kill. Khaldor with nice read on the situation is going to get the kill on LEORIC. But they got Leo, and on the other side, well, the boss was taken. I'm not so sure if that was really worth the trade. But yeah, they got to deal with that. I got 13 minutes in now. Leo, of course, can still scout that out. And they can turn the rest of their gems in, and they're getting closer and closer to another turn in. But yep. 2 supports have, by the way, not died even once yet. So both UTHER and Anna haven't fallen. They're trying to steal the camp away here. It's all about the vision now, but this time the red team is moving in for it. Jaina's still at the top. Yeah, they're trying to make the play here, but the camp is already taken and Mindtalk has to jump out again. And they are losing hit points on that keep, and well, if that continues, then they're gonna lose the entire thing. Yeah, the catapult is also doing work. It's not only that boss that's a problem. Guys, this is way too much damage. Yeah, I mean, it's not gone, but that is a lot of damage that was done here. And they more or less have a turn-in available now. So once they get that, they should have it. Also, let's not forget, they have, well, nearly level 20. So once they have another turn-in, they will get level 20 for it, one way or another. So if they hurry with the turn-in, and they get the minions over here, they will attack with wet beavers, sorry, and with a talent advantage. So they should definitely try and turn in now, and this is exactly what they're doing with Lauber. Okay, so, well, have fun stopping that. That should cost them at least 1 keep, probably more than that. Yeah, Trader King is in, level 20 talents. And more importantly, the upgrade on Entomb. 1 good Entomb, 1 good Buried Alive from Leo. And they're in trouble now. So here comes the push. Starting to make their play. Already, we're going for Mindtalk first, I assume. Ty with a big red button here. Yeah, Wailing Arrow was a good one. But there was no follow-up. I was waiting for that Entomb, but it didn't come. Top keep likely gone. Mid keep, I don't think they can hold it. And so they're focusing on to the bot lane at this point, but they are falling far behind here. I mean, damn son. And there's still no level 20 for Inting for Ruby. They haven't lost any of their heroes yet, but they're going to lose every single keep. And at that point, you would assume that it's just going to be a matter of time. Fighting back from that particular position is nearly impossible. They have no structures left. There's nothing outside the core that they still hold on to here. Redemption on 20, Fortified Bunker, Wintermute, but boy are they in trouble now. Oof. That entire map is going to push it against them aggressively. And on top of that, we now have Siege Giants taken at the bot lane. They are looking, of course, for the turn-in, and they might be able to get this one. But even the Red Weavers, I mean, look where the lanes are. These things are going to spawn all the way over on the right side. There's even a bit of a push happening at the bottom of the map right now. So, yeah, Lauber, turn-in has been taken. Oh, the fish is dead, isn't he? Ah, no, there's actually 3 of them. Okay, so that's the cocoon. They might get the fish, they might get Jaina. Yeah, those 2 got caught. And the core is getting attacked, by the way. The core is getting attacked. The web weavers are just coming down in time to deal with the core. That's pretty much what's happening there, because we had Siege Giants and Catapults on this. But they're pushing the lanes out. That's all they can do here. There's nothing else that's going to happen with this. KERRIGAN went into the assimilation blades. But holy hell. This is such a tricky spot for Inting for Ruby to be in. And they are ahead in kills, by the way. It's 8 kills to 4. They're doubling the blue team's kill count. Just showcases once again that kills aren't everything in Heroes of the Storm. 30,000 damage for Jaina. Good for her. Top damage for now. I mean, they've been able to keep her alive quite nicely. But the problem is still they're losing the game here. They couldn't get enough done with her to turn things around, and now Mindtalk is finding himself in trouble again. It might actually fall. Divine Shield, nicely done. Great job. So, off we go. Mindtalk, he dies regardless, even though they saved him initially. Jaina's not going to be able to escape, so Khaldor will fall. They're cleaning house right now. Bottom fort falls, but with KERRIGAN, Jaina, and Anna gone, UTHER dies too. Redemption is up. They don't give a shit. They just cross the map and are like, alright boys, whatever. Let's go for the core and win this one. And win it they will. 8 kills to 8. Go for soaking. Misses the jet propulsion. Not that it would have changed anything here. His goal was just to slow them down a little bit. Same, of course, also true for UTHER. But Blaze dies, and, well, that leaves Ty as the only survivor in the game. The only one that hasn't died even a single time, everybody. Core gets attacked, and this is it. The Bang Bush with the 2-0 victory against Inting for Ruby. Nicely done and well played by the blue team as they lock in the W and Tomb of the Spider Queen and take another 3 points for the leaderboard. GG.